What's going on YouTube? It's Tyler aka Tilly TY here, back with another video today. And today I'm starting an argument for no particular reason at all. Have you ever been sitting there in a group chat with your friends on a Discord or a Facebook group chat and everything seems to be going hunky-dory, y'all are just having a good time, talking about random stuff, everything's going good, then all of a sudden the topic turns to something contentious and it's just the dumbest thing ever, and you find yourself on opposite sides, and all of a sudden it feels like World War III is going on in your chat and you're typing like 20 messages a minute. You're searching Google trying to be right because you don't want to be wrong, because if you lose an internet argument, then it's just the end of the world. And you best believe if you do end up coming out wrong at the end of that, you're never gonna live it down in your friend group. You'll become a meme, they'll start making pictures, and it's just it's one of the worst things that could ever happen. So I decided to bring that toxicity here to YouTube, and you might think this is like a certain series that a certain someone does called Change My Mind, and you could be right by assuming that, except for the fact that I am not going to change my mind. I'm about as hard-headed as that donkey from Family Guy. And speaking of Family Guy, that's going to be the topic of today's video. My big argument I want to start today is the fact that we need to start talking about how American Dad is better than Family Guy, and it's been better than Family Guy for a long time. Now, early Family Guy was good, it was great even, but when it got canceled and then they came back and it just felt like they were trying too hard, and it hasn't been the same. This newer season that's been out is okay. It feels like they might be getting back to their roots, but the cutaways have been getting more ridiculous. They've been getting longer. You can tell they need more time to fill the episodes. Whereas American Dad's aged like a fine wine. The characters have developed and it's just become such a beautiful thing, especially since the show started out of frustration. Seth Mcfarlane was frustrated with the election that took place the year American Dad came out, and so we decided to make a show about a uber conservative father and his family life, and it turned out to be a great hit. There's just so much I could say about American Dad. I mean, the chemistry between Seth MacFarlane and himself, between Stan and Roger, some of those are the funniest episodes. I believe Roger and Me, the one where they go to Atlantic City, is one of my all-time favorite episodes, and the chemistry between Seth MacFarlane and his sister, as she voices Haley, oh man, it feels like a sibling relationship playing out through a father-daughter relationship, and it's just hilarious. And you know, she's the super hippie and she dates the hippie guy, and Stan disapproves of him, and then you got a son who's just like this big nerd and he hates his son even though he won't admit it, and his wife is kind of a dumbass, but she really has her funny moments. And let me bring it back to Jeff for a minute. I mentioned him a little while back. That arc where he ends up in space, Roger yeets him into the spaceship and he becomes a slave on Roger's home planet slave ship, and you learn a little bit more about Roger's people, and Jeff has to escape, and they play that majestic song and they escape the ship with Sinbad and he's just floating around the galaxy. That is like one of the best story arcs in the entire show, and it was meant to write his character off, but everyone loved Jeff so much they had to bring him back, and they had to get creative with it, and they really did, and they nailed it. And ever since he's been back, he's been funnier than ever. So like every time they've hit a roadblock in the show, or it seemed like they might be running out of ideas, they hit just a home run after home run. I mean, the Golden Turd saga that they just wrapped up is amazing. Just when you think you forget about it, then all of a sudden there's a new episode and a new part to it, and a new person is getting it, and a new person's life is being ruined because of it. And you just don't get that same substance from Family Guy. Family Guy sometimes feels like a fever dream, like you're sitting there and you have no idea what's going on. The story is incoherent. Feels like it's just a lot of shock. They try to get you a shock value, and that is funny. It can be funny. South Park does shock humor very well, but that's just my opinion, and I'm not gonna change it. American Dad is better than Family Guy. Now, this is where you guys come in. I want you guys in the comment section to tell me why I'm wrong, or why you think I'm wrong, or if you agree with me, tell me why you agree with me. These videos are going to be an open forum for people to come express their feelings about these stupid topics I'm going to bring up. I'm not going to bring up anything political. They're just going to be random topics that I come up with. And if you have any suggestions, leave it down in the comments below. And I'm pretty sure the next video I'm going to do on this is going to be about that dress. You know, the one that could have possibly invented the Facebook argument. But we'll save that for the next video. And that's all I got for you guys today. Have a nice day. And always remember, never concede an argument to your friends. Alright, peace out everybody.